So today's revision is all about revising aldehydes and ketones. I know it's such a huge बड़ा चैप्टर है. भागने का मैंने मत छोटे छोटे क्लिप्स में हम पूरे चैप्टर के रिविजन करवा देंगे. तो let us start. If you can see, I have displayed the preparation of aldehydes. I have broken it up to small parts and portions so that you can, quickly kind of have it in your hands. Okay, अपने मुट्ठी में आ जाएंगे aldehydes and ketones. So we have started with what? We have started with, and from alcohol. How do you prepare an aldehyde? Use K2Cr2O7 in dilute H2SO4 or partial oxidizing agents like PDC, PCC, pyridinium dichromate, pyridinium chlorochromate. So that will convert your alcohol to aldehyde. Okay, so what happens? The alcohol से easy तो है, सोचो कि ये H और ये H को उड़ा दिया है वाटर. सो क्या है? आरएनचो, आर्चो एल्डिहाइड भाई, आर्चो कोई बोल रहे, राइट? ओके, सो यू गेट द एल्डिहाइड. सो तुम्हारे पास जेमिनल डायहाइड है. जेमिनल नहीं पता, एक सेम कार्बन में दो हैलोजेंस अटैच है तो वो जेमिनल है. सो उसमें क्या करते हो? सो यू हैव योर जेमिनल डायहाइड एंड टू दैट ClCl में aqueous KOH डाल देते हो. So if you put your aqueous KOH, the Cl is replaced with OH. Even this Cl is replaced with OH. The geminal diols are unstable. So वहां से तुम H and OH निकाल दो. What are you left with? Yes, correct, aldehyde. Then from alkenes, alkenes में ozonolysis करते हैं. Ozonolysis, see, so alkene से ozonolysis followed by zinc and water gives you the aldehyde. So let us take the alkene. ओजोन डालने के बाद what happens is that the double bond के बीच एक घर बना दो. बचपन में घर वर बनाते थे ना, तो वैसे घर बना दो. बना लिए ओ, ठीक है. सो दिस इज इथिलीन ओजोनाइड. ओजोन से ओजोन का घर बना दो. एंड दिस विद जिंक एंड वाटर विल स्प्लिट अप. विद जिंक एंड वाटर इट विल स्प्लिट टू बी अ यूजफुल कंपाउंड. लेफ्ट साइड में दिख रहा है CH2O, राइट साइड में दिख रहा है CH2O. सो व्हाट इज CH2O? HC double bond OH. Yes, this is the aldehyde. What about this oxygen? It will go out as zinc oxide, a side product. You may not worry that much. Okay. So comes the next method from alkyne. Alkyne, let me take this alkyne, CH triple bond CH. You add H2O, HgSO4, water. So HgSO4 is a catalyst. H2SO4 is also a catalyst. What comes into picture is पानी. When you have a triple bond reactions तो easy होता है, addition reaction है ना? So we have HCH double bond OH. This is an enol. Enol is unstable and detautomerize to give you tautomerism. Tautomerism means what? ये H इधर चला जाएगा. So you have HCH and a double bond O. So you can think that this double bond has moved from the carbon to in between the carbon and the oxygen. So once again, you get an aldehyde. Next, you have calcium salt of carboxylic acid. This is calcium salt of formic acid. And I've given the other one. Let me teach you that if you heat it, then what will come out is calcium carbonate. CaCO कैंसिल कर रही हूँ. जब कैंसिल कर रही हूँ इट मीन्स CaCO3 निकल जाता है. तो अपने पास क्या रह गया है? HC double bond OH, which is nothing but an aldehyde. हो गया. Alright, so you can use the other one also and get a variety of alcohol. Next method, cyanide. So you have cyanide, and to that you add SnCl2HCl. SnCl2HCl, it supplies nascent or atomic hydrogen. So the triple bond will add an H, change to a double bond NH. Okay, so this part is called Stephen's reduction. STEPHEN, Stephen's reduction. ठीक है, स्टीफन से इमीन मिलता है एंड देन यू ऐड वाटर. अपने हिसाब से हम लोग इसका ब्रेकअप करेंगे ना. तो मुझे ऐसे ब्रेकअप करना है वाटर को. O and H2. O इसके साथ आ जाएंगे. So don't you get an aldehyde? See, R double bond OH, aldehyde. And right side में NH3. तो ये acidic condition दिया, so it will go out as an ammonium salt. So this is how you get an aldehyde from a cyanide. ये भी हो गया. Next, let us go to the ester. Ester is R C double bond O O R या तो R dash, कुछ भी ले लो. तो इसमें डाइबाल एच है. डाइबाल एच मीन्स डाई आइसोब्यूटाइल अल्यूमिनियम हाइड्राइड. क्या है ये डाइबाल से? एच पे ध्यान दो ना. तो ये एच क्या करेगा? हाइड्राइड. So it will go and replace this OR dash. So you'll get RC double bond OH. And what are you left with? R dash O. इसको भगा रहे हो. कैसे जाएंगे? वाटर है ना, देखो सेकेंड H3O plus दिया है. So the H3O plus will supply the H. So you get a mixture of aldehyde and alcohol. So here finishes the methods of preparation of aldehydes. Let's go on to the properties of aldehyde. So for the properties of aldehyde, first, RCHO, it will give aldol condensation. This aldol condensation, I'm going to take it up last of all. Let us see the reaction with HCN. So HCN के साथ you have an addition reaction. RCH double bond O में HCN डाल दिया. So it's an addition reaction. जब भी double bond या triple bond होता है सब addition होता है. Addition मतलब क्या? Carbon is plus of the aldehyde, oxygen is minus. So इसको भी break up करो as plus and minus. So minus will add on the carbon and minus Cn is one minus which will add to the carbon. O is the minus part which will pick up the H. So you get a simple added addition product which is Cn and an OH. This is called a cyanohydrin of a particular aldehyde, right? So it's an addition reaction with HCl. Even if you take sodium hydrogen sulfite, NaHSO3 or sodium bisulfite as we call it. So फिर से करते हैं R C double bond OH. इसमें डालते हैं NaHSO3. So addition reaction के बाद you get RCOH, OH ले लेगा and SO3Na. So you get another addition product which is here RCHOH SO3Na. Yes, this is an adduct. This is any aldehyde का sodium bisulfite adduct. Alright, so HCN, NaHSO3 and और एक है alcohol के साथ भी you will get addition products. तो ये तीनों reactions जो है ना addition reactions है. ठीक है, जो alcohol वाला reaction है वो addition कम elimination है. क्या मतलब है? आ रहे भाई, सबर करो. So when you have an alcohol CH3OH, this is done in presence of dry HCl. CH plus यहाँ पे दिया हुआ है dry HCl. So once again इसका peculiarity in breaking याद रखो. So ये पूरा part it behaves as the minus part and this is the plus part. तो वही वाला addition. तुमको पता है कार्बन प्लस या माइनस है? प्लस. क्यों? ऑक्सीजन ज्यादा इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिव है. सो ये OCH3 ले लेगा एंड ये OH. भूलना मत, डबल बॉन्ड का सिंगल बॉन्ड हो जाता है एडिशन के बाद. सो यू गेट दिस व्हिच इज कॉल्ड हेमीएसिटाल, मिथाइल हेमीएसिटाल ऑफ द एल्डिहाइड. ओके, so this is the addition part. When you do the next part where you will have to carry on with the second step of the addition, so you have CH3OH once again. So here the product will be RCHOCH3 और एक बार OCH3. This is not addition, mind it. This is elimination. So the OH and the H will go out as water. So this is an acetal. This is a hemiacetal and this is a dimethyl acetal of the respective aldehyde that you have taken. Anytime I'm going too fast, pause the video, make it slow, and then you watch. Okay, next, after the addition reactions, let us go to the elimination reactions with ammonia, with hydrazine, all that. Okay, so you can do various combinations. So let me take, yeah, once you can open your textbook and then have a look. Now I'll teach you only one, and that is with NH2OH, which is called hydroxylamine. This NH2 is amine and OH is hydroxyl. So call it hydroxylamine. That is what it is said. Okay. So here elimination means जब भी नाइट्रोजन वाले कंपाउंड्स होते हैं ना, इसमें एक ट्रिक है. क्या करोगे? ये दो हाइड्रोजन जो है, अमाइन का हाइड्रोजन और ये एल्डिहाइड का ऑक्सीजन, तो ये दोनों को H2O करके उड़ा दोगे. तो दैट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ एलिमिनेशन ना, साइड प्रोडक्ट वाटर. सो बाकी जो बचता है, डबल बॉन्ड भी प्लीज रुकवा दो उधर ही. आई एम टेलिंग यू द ट्रिक्स, द शॉर्टकट्स. अभी टाइम नहीं है, मैकेनिज्म्स करना है तो बाद में. ओके, या तो भूल जाओ. सो यू हैव NOH. सी यहाँ का N बच गया, O बच गया, H बच गया, NOH. दिस इज एन ऑक्साइन. ऑलराइट, एल्डिहाइड का ऑक्साइन. So whenever you have like another compound like NH2, same logic. करवाऊंगी नहीं. This is hydrazine. इसका भी H2O उड़ा दो and जो बचता है उसको तुम लगवा दो. So that becomes the hydrazone as the product. Let's go to the next one. Aldehyde when treated with zinc, amalgam and HCl. This is Clemenson's reduction. This I need not explain. So the oxygen goes out as water and you land up with an alkane, right? So zinc, amalgam and HCl supplies nascent hydrogen where the aldehyde converts to an alkane. Next reaction, going to potassium dichromate and sulfuric acid. Obviously aldehyde will get oxidized to carboxylic acid. See, one extra oxygen is there compared to the aldehyde. That is the meaning of oxidation, right? You know that potassium dichromate sulfuric acid is an oxidizing agent, है ना? Okay. So let us go to the Fehling solution. Fehling solution is a test to distinguish between aldehydes and ketones. So if you have taken an aldehyde, it will oxidize the aldehyde to the salt of carboxylic acid because you require basic solution, a basic medium. So it will give you sodium salt of the carboxylic acid. Fehling solution will behave as a weak oxidizing agent, oxidizing the aldehyde to sodium salt of carboxylic acid, and you will get a red-brown PPT of Cu2O. So what is Fehling solution? It is a mixture of Fehling A and Fehling B. Fehling A is copper sulfate. Fehling B is sodium potassium tartrate, which is responsible for producing CuOH whole twice. So this is a blue color solution. So this blue color solution with a copper in the +2 oxidation state reduces to a red-brown PPT with an aldehyde with copper in the +1 oxidation state. Ketones do not give this reaction. So remember, you can use this to distinguish between aldehydes and ketones. Tollens reagent. Next one, Tollens reagent. What is Tollens reagent? Tollens reagent is this ammoniacal silver nitrate. I don't write the nitrate, I just write this. This is your Tollens reagent. Once again, you treat it with an aldehyde in a basic solution. You require basic solution. So again, you will get sodium salt of the, or whatever it is, a carboxylate anion, along with the Tollens reagent being reduced to silver and ammonia. So initially you start with a colorless solution, and then when you start forming silver, it's like a mirror, forms on the walls of the sides of the test tube. So this is called the silver mirror test, which is given only by aldehydes, not by ketones. The Schiff's reagent, the next one, the Schiff's reagent is para-rose aniline hydrochloride. So this para-rose aniline hydrochloride, it gives you a pink color. Okay, it discharges the pink color of the aldehyde, discharges the pink color of the Schiff's reagent, whereas ketones do not. You need not know the details. It's okay, this much is okay. The next one is if you treat aldehyde with 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazine, the color you get a colored precipitate of hydrazone, 2,4-dinitrophenyl hydrazone. वही वाला लॉजिक बताया, क्या करोगे, H2 and भूल गए, अभी अभी बोला था ना, ये hydrazine and any nitrogen diamines, it always eliminates water. So this H2 and this O will go out and you'll get the hydrazone of the respective aldehyde. Okay, and the haloform reaction, in the haloform reaction, say you have a methyl group attached to an aldehyde. If there is a methyl group attached to an aldehyde, when you treat it with, say, NaOH in presence of I2. So this CH3 is so important because the CH3 breaks up from the aldehyde and gives you CHI3. Okay, these coming into picture, and this part of the aldehyde which has lost the CH3 gets converted to ONA coming from NaOH. So you get the sodium salt of the carboxylic acid, which you get the sodium salt of the carboxylic acid, and this iodoform is a yellow PPT. So it will be given by all the aldehydes and ketones which contain a methyl group attached to the aldehyde or a methyl group attached to the ketone. Okay. Last but not the least, an aldol. Aldol में तुम्हारे पास suppose दो aldehyde है. What the criteria for aldol is that the aldehyde should contain alpha hydrogen. So I have taken 2 molecules of aldehyde. When you are doing aldol condensation, the first reaction I said. So you require NaOH, dilute. So the motive behind the alpha hydrogen is to knock out one of the alpha hydrogen. निकाल दो. तो क्या निकाल दिया तो क्या हो गया? CH2 C double bond OH. हाँ भाई ट्रिक्स बता रही हूँ, अभी तो ट्रिक्स ही चाहिए. तो यू गेट दिस, निकाल दिया. दूसरे वाले एल्डिहाइड क्या होगा, महाशय इसके साथ अटैच हो जाएगा. कहाँ से, ये पार्ट से, दिस कार्बन से. So you have an H on the right of this aldehyde, you have a CH3 on the left, and what about this O? अरे पलटी मारो उसको O, और सोच सकते हो ये जो H यहाँ से निकल गया इधर आ. Right? So this is your aldol. Aldol. ठीक है. Here there is a trick. अगर तुमको हीट नहीं देते, रिएक्शन यहीं पे स्टॉप करना. अगर यू आर गिवन हीट, right, see I have not given heat here. So if you have given heat, you should eliminate the OH and one of the H, and you'll get water eliminated, and you have H. Achha. Let me write the product here. Sorry, due to lack of space, I'm writing it here. So you have a CH3, C double bond CH, C double bond OH, and H. So you get an alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde after the aldol. I said be careful. If you have NaOH only without the heat, you will stop at the aldol stage. If you are given heat, then only you will go to the elimination of water and you will get the alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde. Hope this was a good piece of information and you'll use this and better and make this aldehyde ketones not so, difficult chapter. And the further upcoming episodes will give you more and more information and insight into the chapter of aldehydes and ketones.